A movement, a shadow. The wrath of heaven rises, heavy like the earth you once walked upon. Now, it will become the tomb of the one who tried to destroy you. The son of the tick who has been bothering you, who has played with your destiny like someone dragging a fine thread between their fingers, will not see the son of the third day. The wheel of karma is unstoppable, and the celestial clock marks his sentence. Listen, because this message is not for everyone. Only for those who have been touched by the protecting spirit. Only for you, who have fought in silence, who have been the victim of a deadly betrayal. The one who casts shadows upon you, the one sent by those who do not understand the sacred law of the universe, will pay for his deeds. His payment will be sealed by the invisible hand of Saint Michael, the celestial warrior, who does not allow evil to cross his threshold. Upon leaving prison on the third day of the next month, when the sun has already touched the horizon, his life will be collected. The universe does not forgive. The time he thought he had is running out. The date is written. The place has already been chosen. The third day, at the third hour of sunset. The angel Saint Michael will rise. The sword in his hand will be more than a tool. It will be a judgment, a divine punishment. The one who has threatened you, the one who targets you with the darkness of his soul, will not be the one to win this battle. No, you, with your light, have blocked the evil. You have stopped what he, in his depraved mind, thought would be his victory. His hatred, his dark rituals, his secret burials, everything he has tried to throw at you has been reduced to dust by the force of celestial light. The energy of the guardian angels surrounding you is an impassable wall. The connection with the divine is a path that is built. If you are not subscribed, do so, and the universe will align you with celestial wisdom. Comment. The light of the angels protects and guides me. Remember, he was destined to kill you, to end your life with a simple sigh of darkness. That evil was stopped. They did not know that your protectors, those who watch over your soul, would never let you fall. No one could imagine that your energy would be so strong, so pure, that not even the darkest rituals nor the most powerful binding spells could penetrate your shield. On the third day, at the third hour of sunset, divine wrath will fall like a rain of fire, burning everything that is evil, everything that dared to touch you. He will not see the dawn, and his death will not be casual. It will not be a simple accident. It will not be the retribution the universe gives him for daring to steal your peace. It is not just any ending. It is a decreed ending, sealed from the astral planes where angels dictate justice. But this does not end here. The truth behind his death is murkier than it seems, because the son of the tick, who was always in the shadows, was not the only one moving in the darkness. Someone else, someone close to you, has been fueling the fire. His mother, the market woman, the one who watches you from the corner with her smile of poison, the one who has spoken of you as if you were a piece in her game. Did you know she also played with dark forces? She thought her son would be the perfect weapon to destroy you, but neither she nor he knew that the angel had already marked you. They do not understand the rules of the universe. They do not understand the strength of the light. The next step is clear. Divine justice does not stop. And to you reading this message, I invite you to join in decreeing what is about to happen. Comment. Amen. If you feel the weight of destiny falling upon those who have dared to attack you, but there is still more, much more to be revealed. The next day will bring a truth darker than the last. Something else is in motion. Something you have not yet discovered, but which will forever change the course of your life. The universe conspires in favor of those who open their soul. If you haven't subscribed yet, do so, and celestial light will illuminate your destiny. Comment. I am guided by the angels. My path is sealed with wisdom. Soon you will know who else is involved in this spiritual war that has sought your destruction. And you will understand that this is not just a battle of flesh and bone. It is a war of souls. In the next part, the story gets even more complicated when you discover that the last thread linking the attackers to your destiny is not the one you thought. The truth rises like a sword in the darkness. Your third eye opens, the ancient commandment rises, and the hour marked in the heavens resonates like the beating of your heart. The third day. At the third hour will be the end of the road for the one who believed he could escape divine judgment. His fate is already sealed. There is no way for him to avoid it. He still believes he has control, but he does not know that the light surrounding you is more powerful than his evil. Time is in your favor. The hour of your birth is inscribed in the stars, marked by the hand of the Creator himself. In that hour, in that precise minute, everything he has attempted against you will be returned, multiplied by the cosmic force of judgment. This man, this filthy being who learned the dark arts within prison walls, is a simple pawn, a puppet of those who have always played with murky energies. They hired him 3 weeks ago, yes, 3 weeks ago, to look for you with a rifle in hand, to kill you, to steal your peace, to destroy what belongs to you by right. But the poor deluded fool does not know that he is already marked by the very destiny he wanted to seal for you. He, so blind and beguiled by dark forces, does not know that your soul is already protected by guardian angels. He doesn't know. But Archangel Michael with his sword of fire has intercepted him, and Archangel Gabriel with his blinding light has surrounded him with his sacred energy. He thinks he is playing with your life, but the reality is that he is the one being played by the will of the universe, because it is written in the sky that he will not be able to touch a single hair on your body. Your protection is unbreakable. The light that envelops you is stronger than any curse cast from the darkness. The protective amulets you carried, the healing rituals, the prayers of your ancestors, all of that now intertwines with the force of the cosmos to form an impenetrable wall. Nothing he does, nothing he attempts, will be able to cross that divine barrier. Evil will never triumph where there is purity, where there is light. In every step he takes, the angels will be by your side. If you haven't subscribed, this is the moment. Comment with your decree. Clarify and truth flow in my life. This man, like the snakes that slide in the shadows, has been raised in evil. His mother, that woman who always fed him with envy, grudges, and lies, molded him from childhood to become a being that stalks in the darkness. When he was just a boy, he ran playing in front of the house like an aimless animal. But his upbringing, his twisted spirit, transformed him into something much worse. Like a panther, he moves in silence, waiting for the opportunity to sink his claws into your neck. From prison, he watches everything. From there, he plans his exit, waiting for the moment when he can attack you with his malice. But what is evil before the power of the angels? What is darkness when the light rises in defense of the righteous? This man, this panther of shadows, will not manage to reach you. He can wait in his prison, but what he doesn't know is that the victory is yours. On the third day, at the third hour, divine judgment will fall upon him. His destiny is already marked, and he will not be able to escape. Do not think this will be an ordinary death. No. His end will be much darker, much crueler, because the moment he tries to raise his hand against you, the angels will strip him of his soul. On the third day, at the third hour, the portal to his condemnation will open, and it will not be a human being who punishes him, but the forces of the universe, the very ones that created him and now destroy him. He will be delivered to the darkness of his own being, and his fall will be so deep that he will never be able to rise again. The villain who sought your destruction will be presented in dreams as a spectre of his own evil. like a shadow that no longer has power. You will recognize him in the dream. You will see his eyes, the same eyes that once looked at you with hate and resentment. That do not trust the image you see, because behind that mask of evil lies something even more terrifying. The boy who played in front of the house. That boy is no longer a child. That boy is now a corrupted being, a beast, a creature without a soul. Remember, the heavens do not abandon those who seek. If you haven't subscribed yet, do it now and you will feel the touch of the angels in your life. Comment: I am under divine protection. My path is clear. This man raised in darkness carries in his blood a legacy of evil that has transformed him into something that no longer belongs to this plane. What you will see in dreams is only the echo of what he was. Do not be fooled by his appearance. Do not trust it. The panther continues to stalk in the shadows, waiting for his chance to bite you, but he will not succeed. On the third day, at the third hour, he will fall before divine justice, and the victory will be yours. Remember, when you see his face in your dreams, it will be the last sigh of his soul, because in that very instant, the judgment will be executed. He will fall like a dry tree, stripped of all life and energy. But the most disturbing part is yet to come. Upon waking, you will know that something else is in motion. Something that not even the angels could foresee. Something that will change the course of everything. Close your eyes, breathe deeply. Feel how the air enters your lungs and how the connection with the universe strengthens. Breathe 3 times, because 3 times the cat will meow. 3 times the dog will bark. The signal is there. The moment has arrived. The appointed hour approaches. The third day, at the third hour, everything will be unleashed. It is the sign of destiny, of a judgment that no one can avoid. This being, this monstrosity, thinks he has won, thinks he has eluded punishment, that upon leaving prison, he will be able to continue his dark path. But he does not know what awaits him. He is blind. His mind is dominated by darkness, and his heart, stained by evil, has led him to commit the worst of betrayals. He believed he would be free, that he could continue acting with total impunity. But he is walking straight into the trap that Michael has set for him. Yes, that same Michael, the celestial warrior, the protector of your soul, the one who was always by your side, the one who never left you in the darkness. He has prepared his eternal punishment, and his neck closes around him like a snake tightening against its prey. The trap is ready, and this coward, this inept, this wretch will fall into it. The time accelerates and the angels are closer to you than ever. If you haven't subscribed yet, do so, and it will be the beginning of your clarity. Comment: the angels guide me. My soul is illuminated. But before everything closes, breathe deeply. Feel the message coming to you. Something else is happening in the shadows, something darker than what we have already seen. There is a corrupt guard, a traitor in the system, one who has sold his soul to evil. This guard, just like the mother from hell, the market woman we have spoken of so much, is conspiring. The woman, the one who has always fed the darkness, the one who has always spoken ill of you, has delivered the weapon. 3 bullets. 3 silver bullets forged with a death ritual invoked by Santa Muerte. Yes, the very one who dwells in the shadows, who walks among the dead, who collects condemned souls. Santa Muerte has marked these bullets. Each one carries a seal of death. 3 bullets seeking to fulfill their objective. 3 bullets destined to pierce your soul, but they will never succeed. Because Michael's hands are everywhere, and his sword will cut down any attempt of evil that dares to approach you. The traitor, the coward, does not know that the divine eye is watching him. Saint Michael is seeing every one of his steps. Michael, the protector, is preparing his eternal punishment. That corrupt guard who helps him, that woman who gave him the bullets, are just pawns in a game that is already won. They think they are in control, that they can steal your life, that they can end your light, but they do not know that the destiny is already sealed. They believe they have the power to change the course of your life, that they can erase what belongs to you by right, but everything they do only accelerates their fall. Evil will not triumph. You, who are protected, whose soul is safe, know this. Your intuition is sharp and you have felt this energy, this danger approaching, but you also know it will not be able to reach you. You have seen it coming. You have felt it in the deepest part of your being. It is no coincidence that this message has reached you. It is the sign that the angels have heard your cry, that celestial forces have acted in your favor. There is no force greater than the light surrounding you. There is no evil that can penetrate that sacred barrier you have created with your prayers, your protections, and your faith. On the third day, at the third hour, the villain will present himself before his judgment, and what will happen will be beyond anything you ever imagined. Michael's net will close over him, and what the universe has prepared for his fall will be much more terrifying than he could have imagined. The truth does not reach everyone, only those willing to listen. If you haven't subscribed, do so, and you will be touched by celestial light. Comment: I received the peace of the angels. My soul is protected. Soon you will discover that what seemed to be a simple witchcraft plot is only the tip of the iceberg. The true reason behind all this is darker, deeper. Something bigger is in motion, something that will connect all the threads of this cursed destiny. The letter vibrates in my hands. One day before, just one day before the third day, the darkness begins to feel its last breath. Evil knows it is lost. The judgment is already written. One day before the catastrophe, when the cat meows 3 times, when the dog barks 3 times, you will feel it in the deepest part of your being. The energy in the air will change. It will be a clear, unmistakable sign that what is to come is greater than human eyes can perceive. A shiver will go down from the crown of your head to the tips of your toes. It is cold, it is heat. It is a vibration running through your entire body. That sensation, the one you have felt before, the one that ran across your skin like lightning, will return to you with force. It is the second sign. The third day is already near, and the evil, the being that thought he was going to destroy you, no longer has salvation. The judgment has already been summoned. Divine punishment approaches, and what you will feel in that moment will not be just a breeze, but the weight of cosmic justice hovering over the darkness. Have you felt it before? Have you felt how the air changes? How the energy aligns with the angels protecting you? You have felt it every time you approached imminent danger. And now, on this day preceding the catastrophe, that feeling intensifies. The extreme cold or heat will run through your body, because in those moments Michael will be with you, will be inside you, guiding you, protecting you. His energy will intertwine with yours, he will protect you, and you will know in the deepest part of your being that divine judgment is near. Do it now, because the angels do not wait. If you haven't subscribed yet, this is the instant. Comment: my heart opens to divine wisdom. My life is protected. While evil continues its path, believing it is about to reach its goal, you will be the presence that maintains balance, the force blocking everything that approaches it. Guardian angels are all around you, but at this moment, it will be Michael who leads the final battle. Every step of that creature is observed. Every movement is marked by the celestial eye. He will not be able to escape. As his destiny approaches, the pressure of divine wrath will be felt upon him, and he will realize that he is already trapped in the web of judgment. Don't think for a moment about the curses, the bindings they tried to cast on you. Think about the dark burials, the witchcraft work sent to destroy you. All of that, Everything they tried to do has failed. Because on the third day, at the third hour, justice will fall like a storm of fire, sweeping away everything in its path. Everything that remained of the attempt at evil will vanish before the force of Michael and the angels accompanying him. They do not know defeat. Evil no longer has power. It cannot touch a single hair on your body. But before the catastrophe, before everything is unleashed, you will feel that shiver, that energy piercing your being like a divine ray. It is Michael who is preparing you. It is he who is guiding you in this moment, in this precise second. It is no coincidence. This signal has been sent so you know that the universe is aligned in your favor. This is the final proof that nothing and no one can destroy what is divine. The enemy is near, but the victory will be yours. The third day at the third hour will be the beginning of his end. And when that day arrives, when divine wrath is unleashed, the turn of events will be even more shocking, more terrifying. Because what you will discover in that moment will change everything you thought you knew about this conflict. The shadow that follows him, the darkness accompanying him, is deeper than you ever imagined. And what is to come will be much bigger. Do not stop listening. Do not leave. Do not lose your blessing. You are on the threshold of a revelation that will change your destiny. The third day approaches, and with it comes the key that opens the doors to your victory. This chosen revelation, embraced, will be delivered at the least expected moment. At your third meal of the day. When your body has already been fed, your soul will receive true sustenance. The signal will present itself before you like a lighthouse in the darkness, and the light it radiates will be your guide. The moment of revelation is near, and if you are not yet part of this mission, subscribe and receive celestial protection. Comment: the light of the angels ignites within my being. The revelation will come, yes, but in the most unusual way. It will not be the person you thought. It will not be the one you expected. It will be someone from whom you never imagined something so great could come. And then, looking at your WhatsApp, at that precise moment, when you touch the screen, you will see the third contact. The person who until now has remained in the shadows of your list, the one you never expected to bring you such an important message, will be the one to alert you to something else. It is the third contact, a person who has somehow been watching you without you knowing. And that handwriting, that way of writing, those words will give you the calm you have sought so much. Because when you read that message, you will feel as if your entire being, your entire body, were wrapped in a blessing of relief. That handwriting will be a light in your life. And through it, you will receive the peace you so deserve. But there is still more. This message is only the beginning, because on the third day after the event, when all evil has been put in its place, you will receive an economic blessing, an abundance that has been traced in the heavens for you, a divine gift that will manifest in the form of money. It is no coincidence. The universe works in mysterious ways. When this revelation reaches you, when you see how the destiny of the one who sought your fall will be sealed, when you understand how this cursed being will meet his end, then you will see how the flow of economic blessings will enter your life. This is how the angels do it. This is how the universe functions. Everything is connected. The stars, the elements, the energies of the earth. Everything revolves around cosmic law. And what is about to occur is nothing more than the manifestation of that law. The payment for the evil that has been sown. The seed of betrayal will be returned multiplied. Divine justice leaves nothing unresolved. But do not think this is the end of everything, because now, after the revelation of what is to come, there will be a much bigger turn. The ancestral grimoires, those books of wisdom forgotten by humanity, open for you. Because you are not just anyone. You are special. You are already marked by the energy of eternal life. And the guardians, those powerful beings protecting you, have made you part of this mystical cycle. You are the chosen one to receive divine favor. And now this favor will manifest in you with all its glory. When the soul aligns with the divine, the path clears. If you are not yet subscribed, this is the moment. Comment with your decree. I receive the guidance of the angels. My path is clear. The eternal widow, that shadowy figure who knows all the secrets of the beyond, is also involved. She, who has walked between death and life, between shadows and light, has marked your soul. And because of that mark, because of that connection, everything you do from now on will be protected. The amulets, the rituals, everything you have done until today to protect your being has been validated by superior forces. The universe, in its wisdom, has chosen the moment to give you the peace and prosperity you deserve. Clarity pours over those who seek celestial guidance. If you are not yet part of this connection, subscribe and feel how the angels surround you. Right, divine wisdom is my guide. But as this blessing arrives, so does something much darker. A veil of mystery covers what is to come, and that mystery will be revealed in the next part of this message. It is not just an ending. It is a new beginning, one that will lead you to an even more surprising path. The blessing you are about to receive will not only change your material life, but will open the doors to an even deeper revelation, one that will bring with it the truth of the final judgment. The dungeon opens. The door creaks with a sinister sound, and the convict begins to slide toward his temporary freedom like vermin. His body, anchored in the shadow of prisons, moves like a reptile crawling on the ground, seeking the air of freedom. The sentence that was once imposed on him now dissolves before his eyes, and he, in his naivety, believes he has escaped his destiny. Like a snake sliding between the cracks of the earth, he believes he has won. The die has been cast, and the fool has taken it. He is leaving, yes, leaving his prison, believing that freedom is his. That this is the third day at the third hour, the hour of liberation. The prophecy has been fulfilled. His sentence has been signed. His release has been decreed. He thinks it is his moment of glory, his moment of vengeance, the moment when everything lost will return to him. But what he does not know, what he does not understand, is that this liberation is only an illusion, a divine trap that has caught him, a net of light that has surrounded him since he crossed the threshold of the prison dot. As his foot touches the ground outside those walls, he feels the euphoria, the fresh air, the sensation of freedom. But in that precise instant, in that third hour, Saint Michael makes himself present. The light intensifies around him, and the angel, the celestial warrior, takes form. Not as an ethereal figure, not as a fleeting shadow. No, Saint Michael has become one with your guard, with the angel that has protected you all this time. He is the shadow stalking him now, the divine scourge coming to collect the blood debt this cursed being has sown. This convict, this being who thought he could escape divine judgment, does not know he has fallen into the celestial trap. He does not know that the heavens have already marked him, that his time has come. Upon leaving, he believes he has won, that the universe has turned back, that the wheel of destiny has stopped turning for him. But what is to come is much bigger, much more unstoppable. The heavens open only for those willing to receive the divine. If you haven't subscribed yet, do so, because Archangel Michael will guide you. Comment. I am under the light of truth, protected by the angels. Saint Michael, in his form as a guard, observes him from the shadows. His presence is unmistakable. His sword forged in celestial fire shines with intensity. The angel's eyes lock onto the being now seeking to escape. And what he does not know is that his escape will be the last movement of his life. He has believed it all. He has fallen for the game, but there is no exit. there never will be again. The evil, the hate he has sown, the dark burials, the cursed bindings he cast upon you, now they return multiplied. The guardian angels surrounding him, watching him, will not allow him to spend a single minute more outside his condemnation. On the third day, at the third hour, judgment will be executed, not by human hands, but by divine justice waiting for him with open arms. His release, his false freedom, is only the prelude to his fall. While he advances, believing life has liberated him, Saint Michael approaches. As the guardian of the celestial entrance, he will not let him pass. He surrounds him with his light, covers him with his sword. The condemnation is already written in the stars, and the weight of his curses cannot be ignored. But he does not know that while he walks toward what he believes is his freedom, he is being led directly toward his doom. But the most shocking part is yet to come. What you will discover in the next twist of this tale will make you tremble, because what appeared to be a victory for him will transform into his most epic fall. The power of the angels, the divine punishment, is about to be unleashed in a way you never imagined. And that power, that celestial force, will change everything known about the judgment and justice of the universe. Soon the enemy will know the magnitude of his error, and you, being a witness to this judgment, will see how the circle closes, how the light rises to claim what belongs to it. The end of evil approaches. Remember, the truth only comes to those who are prepared. If you haven't subscribed yet, do so now, and you will see how the energy of the angels flows toward you. Comment: I receive celestial protection in every step I take. The stupid vermin, who believed to have escaped prison, does not remember the number of enemies he left outside the bars, outside the condemnation he earned himself. 3 times 33. That is the exact number of his rivals, the men he once despised, whom he thought had forgotten the debts he himself left unpaid. But the world, as Saint Michael knows well, does not forget, and divine justice even less so. What he sown in darkness, what he cast into the shadows, now returns to collect the spilled blood. The very stupid and deluded fool thought that upon leaving prison, none of that would pursue him. But he is wrong, very wrong. 3 times 33 are the numbers that will mark his destiny. Saint Michael follows him, stalks him in the shadow, because the punishment is about to arrive. It is not a simple coincidence. It is the third day, the third hour, the hour of divine vengeance. As the condemned man walks, believing freedom embraces him, a dark presence surrounds him like a breath of death. When he crosses the main gate of the prison, when he takes the first step out of the dungeon's darkness, 3 shadows present themselves before him. 3 of his ancient enemies, 3 tormented souls, come to collect what is theirs, to collect the blood debt the traitor forgot. They have not forgotten. They do not forgive. This fool, with his mind poisoned by the illusion of freedom, does not realize that justice has caught up with him. His mother, as naive as he, thought none of this would be charged to him. She thought she had managed to hide his sins in the depths of oblivion, but oblivion does not exist. The souls of his rivals, those who once swore revenge, now rise from the dust like spectres of death itself to claim what belongs to them. And it is not just revenge they seek, it is justice. The justice the world denied them in life, but which the universe will not allow them to avoid. The message has arrived, but you need to open the channel so the angels can work within you. Subscribe and you will receive their guidance. Thus, the doors of clarity will open. Comment: my light activates. My soul aligns with the divine. The 3 enemies present themselves as shadows, as ghosts, as spectres walking on the earth. Each of them carries a binding, a curse forged in the old rituals of witchcraft. They hold in their hands, in their essence, the dark works they once cast against him. They have come to collect, to put an end to the debt that has remained pending for years. 3 broken lives, 3 past betrayals, 3 curses that have manifested before the door of his freedom. And there, in that precise moment, Saint Michael presents himself on the scene. Not as a spectre, not as a shadow, no. He is in flesh and bone, manifested in the form of a guard, in the form of divine justice. The light of his sword shines with blinding intensity. There are no shadows that can darken his presence. He has become one with the destiny of this cursed being, and the punishment is already in motion. At the 3rd hour of the 3rd day, justice will fall upon this being with a force he will not be able to resist. The 3 enemies surround him. They see him, they feel him. They know this is their hour, that the prophecy has spoken, and that nothing he does can save him. The blood debts are already being settled. The bindings of his destiny are being undone, unraveled by the hands of the guardian angel. This condemned man believes he has won, believes he has escaped his destiny, but what he does not know is that he is walking toward his doom. The 3 rivals he thought forgotten, thought defeated, have come to take their payment, and what is about to occur is much more than simple revenge. It is a divine reckoning, a return of what he has sown in the darkness. The violence he sought, the evil he cast against others, will now return to him with force, multiplied by the power of the guardian angels. And when everything is revealed, when divine justice descends upon him, you will see that what he believed was his freedom will be his final condemnation. The 3rd day, at the 3rd hour, will be his last breath, and what is to come will be a spectacle that will change the way you understand the power of cosmic justice. The 3 enemies, with their gaze fixed on the vermin that has just left the prison, draw their weapons with trembling hands, full of rage and accumulated hatred over the years. There is no repentance in their eyes, no mercy in their hearts. They are shadows walking on the earth, lost souls, beguiled by anger, by a vengeance that knew no limits. They did not think they would find death so close. They did not know that this day was the day of their final judgment, the day the gates of hell would open before them. But they knew it. Something inside their souls felt it. Something told them that this time they would not emerge victorious. In this moment of revelation, the angels call you to join. If you are not yet subscribed, this is your sign. The universe invites you to receive divine protection. By doing so, you will be guided by celestial light. Write your decree. The truth illuminates my path. And then, when the air is charged with the tension of sealed destiny, when time seems to stop, something peeks out. Something moves from the darkness. The son of the woman, the one he was once seen playing in front of the house, that innocent being who never understood the shadows surrounding him, is now a witness to what has been prophesied. The boy takes a step forward, and with him, the light of divine justice begins to shine with strength. The 3 enemies, seeing that figure, feel a shiver run through their bodies. They feel that death is already here. They cannot turn back. The weapons in their hands seem heavy, as if they were forged in hell itself. They cannot escape. There is no way out. And then, in that moment, in that precise instant that will mark the end of their lives, the rain of lead falls upon the body of the cursed convict. The one who was only a puppet in the plot of evil sees it all. He does not understand the horror, but he feels it. He senses it. The 3 men unload all their weapons upon the traitor's body, as if hell itself had unleashed its fury. The bullets fall like a torrential storm over his body, piercing his flesh, traversing his soul. The rain of fire does not forgive. Each bullet, each projectile is a divine decree. Blood begins to flow and the traitor's body twists, comes undone under the pressure of death consuming him. There is no redemption, no clemency. Michael, the great celestial warrior, has allowed all this to happen. It was part of the divine plan. The angel has not intervened. He has not stopped the judgment. He has let the prophecy be fulfilled. Let evil receive its punishment in the most brutal way. Because it is written. Because so it was. So it will be. And so it always shall be. Divine justice stops for nothing and no one. The storm of bullets, the rain of death, is only the beginning of what will be returned to this being, this cursed one who thought he could escape his destiny. The light turns on when the soul opens. If you haven't subscribed yet, do it now, because the angels want to guide you. May your heart receive clarity. Do it, and the heavens will see your willingness for the truth. Write your decree. My soul is open to divine knowledge. The mother, the market woman, the one who had conjured the shadows to create this story, the one who had sown the seed of hatred and vengeance, now watches in silence. She knew this day would come, even if she denied it in her heart. She herself has been an accomplice to the darkness. She herself was involved in the bindings, in the rituals, in the curses that sealed her own son's fate. But what she did not know, what she had not understood, is that the guardian angels had always been watching. While the condemned man's body falls to the ground, completely destroyed, the rain of bullets keeps falling on his corpse. Silence spreads for a second, and celestial light intensifies. Michael, in his divine power, observes the end of this cursed being. What he sown, what he tried to create in the shadows, now returns to him multiplied, and justice has been executed. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, does not let evil prevail. The souls the traitor left broken, the lives he destroyed, now receive the reward that corresponds to them. The shadow he left is now devoured by the light. The storm of death has not been only for him, but for all who were involved, for all who conspired against him. Thus, on the third day, at the third hour, the sentence is fulfilled, and the prophecy closes. What was written, what was predestined, has been fulfilled with the precision of a celestial clock. Saint Michael, with his sword, has guided the destiny of this being, and his soul has been devoured by cosmic justice. There are no more shadows looming over you. There is no more evil that can reach you.